RISE, a case study in Agile Systems Development and User-Focused Design. RISE is a web application developed at ITHS to serve as a common tracking tool for teams of experts that support translational research. The Institute of Translational Health Sciences, or ITHS, is funded by the NIH as a Clinical and Translational Science Award, or CTSA, and provides translational science expertise, collaborative support services, training and education, and tools to researchers in the Greater Seattle area and in the surrounding 5-state WAMI region. In turn, the NIH requires that these activities and progress be reported back on an annual basis. To meet this need, the ITHS created a central database, or CDB, to allow staff to enter the data necessary for reporting. The CDB, however, did not meet the day-to-day operational needs of growing teams within ITHS, and as a result, shadow systems, spreadsheets, and paper processes emerged to fill these needs, while the central database became a redundant data entry system for reporting purposes only, making access to information for process improvement throughout the organization a very difficult task. Now, ITHS is committed to being a high-functioning organization. It endeavors to do this through a continuous process of self-assessment and improvement. The RISE project was therefore set in motion to build a user-friendly application to serve all teams centrally while avoiding the pitfalls that created the shadow systems and double-entry scenarios of the past. In the spirit of Agile Development, RISE adopted the motto, "Start small, fail early, and then succeed." The RISE implementation approach has several notable highlights. One, a project plan that was phased, and one of the phases being a build versus buy assessment and decision. The team decided to build in-house and ensure integration capability with REDCap, a hot favorite with ITHS researchers. To get to the build decision, the team undertook several site visits and demos. An extensive requirements gathering phase was engaged, using UML use case modeling diagrams, process mapping with every team, and a full inventory of shadow systems and data points. In preparation for early go-live, the IT infrastructure was also enhanced with a brand new IT help desk. Of course, one of the cornerstones of the Agile approach is a short and iterative development cycle. Now, in the requirements gathering phase, we found that ITHS teams tracked activities centered around people, projects, and collaborations. And in this, we uncovered what we call the lowest common denominator functionality that became the first prototype for RISE. This initial prototype was followed up with short spurts of user-focused design and build, also called sprint cycles of 14 to 30 days. Each cycle added new features from real-world feedback provided by staff and stakeholders. Starting with the RCC database, shadow databases were migrated into RISE one by one, ensuring minimal disruption of ITHS teams' day-to-day operations. Other enhancements followed, for example, a bulk upload of services to meet RCC staff needs and live APR reports. In parallel to the RISE effort, ITHS also implemented the QuickBooks Enterprise Edition for billing and finance. In a prime example of the benefits of agile methodologies, the fact that a prototype was successfully delivered and in use led to the obvious decision to integrate the two using RISE as a single data entry point for service data immediately, rather than waiting for a future integration project after a final RISE delivery. Now, as the team discovers the evolving needs of other programs, 14 to 30-day sprint cycles have been engaged to implement new functionalities such as events and notes, informed by CCBS and CRC users and queries, and search functionalities continue to be added to provide a view into ITHS activities for operational and reporting purposes.
Since its go-live date, RISE has handled more than 37,000 hours of services, of which more than 25,000 are billable, which amounts to more than $1 million of billable invoicing. RISE has replaced more than 5 legacy systems as the primary tracking tool for our teams and is now used by all ITHS programs. Some of our key successes can be articulated as the minimization of redundant tasks and double entries, the retention of historical data from previous systems, allowing RISE access to data from earlier years of ITHS, eliminating the need to support legacy systems to maintain a historical record. The successful leveraging of existing tools such as RedCap for intake, QuickBooks Enterprise, and the new interface between Epic, Amalga, RedCap, and RISE to meet the regulatory compliance and CRC automation needs.
What we have learned along the way is that Agile development takes getting used to, as it does not use a big bang approach, and in many past instances, Agile has had disappointing outcomes. It's important that the people involved understand why Agile is so different from other methodologies and feel confident in the process. What we need is trust. And what we have seen is that every iteration cycle has built that trust at ITHS. Trust that the product will be delivered. The delivered product is not the end product, it's just a starting point. That feedback is not only welcome, but essential to the process and will guide the next iteration of product development. That the product may not have everything to start with, but will evolve quickly, and the user is also ultimately the owner of the product. That IT teams can act as true partners with end users.
By using feedback and requests from stakeholders as a guide for new development, users can grow confident and be encouraged to make further requests that can be prioritized and managed for the benefit of all programs. In this process, the agile roles of Scrum Master and Product Owner have to be taken seriously and assigned diligently. The inclusion of stakeholders in the quick 2 to 4 week development cycles has the benefit of increasing the quality of collaboration between the operation and the developers over time that creates a culture of innovation that has already resulted in projects like participateinresearch.org, which directly supports the researchers' recruitment efforts. And now that activity is being tracked across all teams, ITHS is actively gathering live information to gain greater up-to-date visibility of the institution's activities. There's still more to come. What would you like to see RISE become for your team or your researchers? Since the creation of RISE, we've received over 112 requests for additions and upgrades to the RISE system. Please send your requests to ithshelp@uw.edu.